Rare value British UK stamps 1880 to 1883. The 1883 3-pence stamp. Depicted on the obverse. The classic face of Queen Victoria. Woman of power and much loved. Though she had more of a symbolic role than a political one. She tried during her reign to influence the government and the appointment of ministers. Her figure in public appeared a national icon, with strong values and a very typical personality of the time. One of the most representative acts of her, who is part of his kingdom, was to lead the United Kingdom to fight the Crimean War in 1854, together with the Ottoman Empire, against the Russian Empire. A war to take control of the holy places of Christianity in Ottoman territory. Above the face, you will be able to see the nominal value of the piece reported in letters. That is 3 pence. Under the inscription posed. Another peculiarity of this piece lies in the letters placed on the sides. Many pieces similar to this stamp have different letters. This piece, however, has tops on the sides. The letter C to the left, and the H to the right. Down. The letter H to the left. The C to the right. Stamp issued in 1883 in 14,400,000 copies. Red violet color. It is worth $300 in the philately market. The 1 shilling stamp of 1880 depicts the face of Queen Victoria, sovereign of the United Kingdom for 64 years. From 1837 to 1901. Her reign is the second longest in British history. Behind her, her future great-granddaughter, Elizabeth II, with 70 years of reign. Queen Victoria. She is considered a strong and authoritarian woman, much loved by the people. She is considered the first modern British monarch, which initiated a process of increasing power in the House of Commons, to the detriment of the House of Lords and the Crown itself. Her role became more and more symbolic than political. Above picture. The inscription posed. Under. The value of the stamp reported in letters. Or 1 shilling. The currency of the United Kingdom was divided into denarii. 1 shilling was worth 12 denarii. That is 12p. Stamp dated 1880 in brownish-orange color. Today it's worth $360. The 1885 pence stamp. It depicts the face of a young Queen Victoria. She became heir to the throne following the death of her uncles. First George VI in 1830. Then William IV in 1837. Both childless. Victoria became heir to the throne. Of her his 9 children. And 20 of his 42 grandchildren. They intermarried with other members of the aristocracy of Europe. She was thus nicknamed as Grandmother of Europe. Above her is his face. The inscription posed. Under. The nominal value reported in letters. Or 5 pence of the British pound. Postage stamp dated 1880. Bluish black. 9,804,000 pieces were issued. And is worth $480. The 2 shilling stamp of 1880 depicts the classic face of Queen Victoria. It was de facto in 1838. The first sovereign of the United Kingdom to take up residence at Buckingham Palace, located in London. It extends for 77,000 square meters. Contains 775 rooms, including 19 representatives, 52 master bedrooms, 188 rooms for servants, 92 offices, and 78 bathrooms. Above the face. The writing of the nominal value of the piece. Or 2 shillings of the British pound. Under. The inscription posed. On the side. Some letters, which distinguish this stamp from other similar pieces. Up. On the left the letter F. To the right, the letter D. Down. On the left the letter D. And on the right the letter F. Brown postage stamp. Today it is worth $9,000. The 1882 £5 stamp. It has different dimensions compared to many other stamps. On the center. The face of Queen Victoria. Facing to the left. Of her during his reign. There was a great period of industrial development. Cultural. Politic. Scientific. And military in the UK. Especially with the expansion of the British Empire across the globe. thanks to the colonization of various countries scattered across the earth. All under control. And the UK administration. On the sides of the face. The £5 face value is shown as a number. Under. The inscription indicating the value of the piece. The orange stamp. Issued on March 21, 1882. Today it has a collector's value of $20,000. The 10 shilling stamp of 1882. Depicts the face of Queen Victoria. The sovereign gave her consent for the creation of the first Universal Exhibition in London. Held in 1851. Showed itself to the whole world. The culture and industry of the time. An exhibition that was successful thanks to its 6 million visitors. Where it was possible to see the modern industrial techniques and culture of the time. Above the face. Mail is reported. Under. The nominal value reported in letters. Or 10 shillings of the British pound. You will be able to see on the sides of the letters. There are many copies of this stamp. With many different letters. But if you own a piece that has the letters G at the top. And from. Well below A and G. Then the piece will have great collector's value. Postage stamp issued in a few thousand pieces. It is slate blue in color. And with the letters G and A. It is worth up to $25,000 in the philatelic market. The £1 stamp of 1882. Depicts in the center. The face of a young Queen Victoria. Of her during his first years of reign. She was not a figure well liked by the people. But with time. She became a strong and confident figure. So much so as to be taken as an example by her own people. Furthermore. The most important innovations which are attributed to the Victorian age. Or the period in which she reigned. Are the use of rail transport. And the creation of the world's first postage stamp. I.e. the penny black. Issued in 1840. And depicting the Queen's face turned to the left. Piece that went out of the running 15 years later. I.e. in 1855. Over time it assumed such a high value. So much so that it has become a super sought after stamp. And worth millions. Above the image of this piece we examine today. The inscription post is reported. Under. The nominal value. I.e. a pound. On the side. The letters F. And its. Well below. The letters E and F. Purple brownish stamp. Issued in a few thousand copies. Today it is worth up to $40,000.